All right, listeners, ready to dive into some Premier League action.
Let's do it.
We're going to break down the Man City versus West Ham match coming up.
Big one.
Yeah, I've been looking at some expert analysis and match previews. It's got me wondering, can West Ham actually break their losing streak against City?
Ooh, that is the question, isn't it?
What does history tell us?
Well, we've got to start with Man City's recent form, right?
Sure.
I mean, they did just beat Leicester City 2-0.
Yeah, but was it, convincing?
It wasn't that dominant City performance that we're used to seeing.
Interesting.
They've got a super impressive record at home against West Ham, though.
Okay, 14 wins out of their last 15 Premier League games.
Exactly. But there's a little twist. Lately at home, they've only won one of their last 5 games.
Oh, wow.
And they've let in, 10 goals in those matches. That's not typical for their usually very, very solid defense.
So there's a crack in that armor, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. And when we look over to West Ham, they're coming off a pretty brutal loss against Liverpool, 5-0.
Ouch.
Lots of pressure on manager Julian Lopetegui after that one.
Yeah, that can't be easy. And their track record against Man City, it's not great.
It's not pretty. They haven't won a Premier League match against them since, get this, 2015.
2015, that's
It's like eight years.
That's rough.
It's actually their longest winless streak against any single opponent. They just can't seem to crack the code. And it doesn't help that their defense has been, leaky, to say the least.
They did concede the most goals in the Premier League in 2024.
Yeah, 79 goals.
Yikes. Okay, so big picture,
Yeah.
it seems like a classic David versus Goliath situation.
It really does.
But let's zoom in on some individual players, because that's always fun. Erling Haaland, he's back, right?
He's back to scoring, that's for sure. He broke his little goal drought in the league, so that's good news for City fans.
It seems like nothing can stop him.
He loves the big stage pressure, right?
Yeah. And he's got a great track record against West Ham. 7 goals in 5 Premier League matches.
It's like they can't figure out how to stop him.
Those are scary stats for West Ham.
Definitely.
Speaking of West Ham, anyone on their side we should be watching?
Well, Souček, he's been really key in the midfield. He scored 4 league goals this season.
Pretty good.
Yeah. But here's the funny thing. Despite playing both Liverpool and Man City 10 times each in his career, he's never scored against either of them.
Oh, really?
It's like they know exactly how to shut him down. Tactically, they just seem to have his number.
Like a mental block, almost.
Yeah, maybe. But hey, maybe this is the time he breaks through. Stranger things have happened, right?
You never know. And speaking of defying expectations, I found this stat super interesting. West Ham has only failed to score in one of their 9 away games in the Premier League this season. That's a good point. So even against a tough team like City, they might have a chance.
Yeah, they've got some real attacking power that can cause problems for any defense, even City's.
All right, so let's bring it back to our listeners. We've got Man City's, slightly less dominant form. West Ham struggles against them historically, and some exciting players on both sides.
All the ingredients for a really intriguing match.
Exactly. So the big question is, can West Ham pull off the upset? Can their attack take advantage of any weakness in City's defense?
Or will City just dominate as usual? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
The tactical battle between these two managers is going to be fascinating, that's for sure.
It really is. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Let us know your predictions. What do you think is going to happen?
We want to hear from you.
We'll see you next time.
See